earth is reeling and wailing and needs your tender embrace. Mothers of the universe, Mother Nature's guides, ooh, come save your child. Come save your child. I said, come sisters, come and take back your child. This crazy world is breaking and burning and needs your strength right away. Mothers of the universe, Mother Nature's guides, ooh, take back your child. Take back your child. Oh, wow, oh, this is our time. Let's hear it, girls. Oh, wow, oh, this is our time. Oh, woman, oh, this is our time. Oh, woman, this is our time. There is no place to run, so we must take away their guns and bombs and teach them right from wrong, and that love can conquer all. We who rock those cradles, I said, we who carry the world. Oh, wow, oh, hey girl, this is our time. Oh, wow, oh, what time is it? This is our time. Oh, woman, this is our time. It is our time. Oh, woman, this is our time. Say, oh, bada woman, oh, bada woman. That's it. Oh, bada woman, oh, bada woman, oh, bada woman. She is a woman, strong woman. Oh, wow, hey, hey, this is our time. This is our time. Oh, wow, this is our time. This is our time. Oh, woman, what time is it? This is our time. Come on, girls. Oh, woman, this is our time.
Well, good evening, folks, and I want to say thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Tadas Bibala, and today we are live on Screen Vision. And let me say Happy New Year to every one of you. If you are getting me, let's go on Wednesday. The audio was too bad from my side. I had a problem from studio, so I couldn't, appear on the show. I started the show, I was talking, but like you guys wasn't getting me. So if you are getting me, just go in the comment section and say yes, your sound is okay. Yeah, so that we can know what we are doing here. So thanks for watching. If you are just joining us, we're kind of asking you to share the show. Encourage your brothers, your sisters to join the conversation tonight because this conversation tonight is actually different. We're going to have a very beautiful. You saw the theme song, right? Yeah, this is our time. Women, oh women. Yeah, indeed, this is our time. This is your time, women. So you have to put yourself together. And there are a lot of women making, uh, lot of good things they're doing, carrying on a lot of good development. Some of them, when it comes to academia, some of them pushing themselves. So today we're going to be discussing something around there. I don't want to jump the gun, but the host is coming, Mr. Broski Gwambei. So let me say greetings to all the Liberians in Kigali. I mean, Rwanda, Alash. If you are here studying Rwanda, Liberia, I want to say greetings to you and kindly join Screen Vision. Please share our show. Talk to somebody like yeah, Screen Vision is live. So we can discuss. This new year 2025. We so yeah, so I'm the producer and Bros is the host. So Bros will soon be on, to start the conversation. But thank you for joining us. So whether we just share the show, man. Share the show, share the show, share the show. I don't know what's going on. The county meet. I think the way born county. Yeah, I was sitting around somewhere in Kigali, and one other guy from Bon County was like, yeah, I don't know how the people manage to beat us, man. But that's good. I mean, it's part of football, though. So I hope my team will G. I don't know whether we won the game, but I should because we are defending champ now. So we're hoping to carry the cup back in Reward G. You know. So if you are watching, thank you for joining us, and please share this screen vision. Share our show. Share our show. We are already live, so we want you to share our show, talk to somebody. We are live on YouTube, we are live on Facebook, so you can go on YouTube. You're watching the show from YouTube. You can also go on Facebook and then join us from Facebook. We highly you know, appreciate that. So we want to say thank you again for joining. This is Screen Vision. So last year was very great one. I mean, there are a lot of things you plan, though you succeeded in some. I know you was unable to accomplish all your mission last year, so you have to do another plan for this year. So I hope that your plan is going to work this year. Before enter 2026, you're going to have a very you're going to accomplish that plan or whatever you want to achieve in 2025. Though we are just starting a year, but trust me, I sure you're going to succeed in this 2025. So once you are part of Screen Vision family, just rest and sure you're going to succeed. I'm not saying if you are not part of Screen Vision family, you won't succeed. Please, even if you're part of our family, you are not part, you're going to succeed. So just talk to somebody. Yeah, bros. If you are talk to somebody so that they can share, just continue sharing the live. Screen Vision is on already. And just going on Wednesday. So by the way, every Wednesday we're going to have a program called Environmental Talk. I think this going Wednesday, Post was here, and the guests from Liberia, though the network was not actually okay. Even from studio, I had some technical problem, so I couldn't really appear. But the show are okay. So join us the coming Wednesday again. We're going to have a very unique show. So every Wednesday we're going to discuss environmental issue here. Every Wednesday at this time, 9 o'clock. Yeah, we're going to discuss environmental issue. So if you're a student, a lecturer, you are just somebody who curious to know things about the environment, you just need to get glued to your phone, turn on to Screen Vision, and then you're going to get ask the questions. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of good information about the environment because, like we said, we're going to bring our scientists, we're going to bring managers, lecturers, growing environmentalists. Everyone's going to be here to discuss the topic. So we'll just be bringing people, and we ourselves, we're going to be here to discuss. You know that we're already in the field. So I don't think you already asked a question from environmental field that we will now already get a tough time to answer. No, I don't think so. So if you want to learn more about the environment, just join us every Wednesday. Just come here every Wednesday. Then you said we can have the conversation. So let me bring the host on, Bros K Guambay. I think the man is pretty serious. Let me bring Bros on. Bros, welcome. How you doing?
Yes,
Okay.
Convertado Bala, it's a pleasure being here again. I'm actually good. And
Okay.
it's again, I'm very much happy tonight because my country won the
Ah,
games today. The games today. Can you imagine? We played two games. The keyboard team won the game 3-1 against Grand Cayman County, and as well
okay.
as the soccer team won the game against the same Grand Cayman County. 2-1. So
Because
it's a
I think
pleasure
we were
actually.
G. You guys in Zoom. We were G now Zoom. You have to
Yeah,
be careful. We
River
were
G
G
was the
there.
River G is the only country that didn't play today actually. So
Okay, that's good.
they're the defending champs, so they were given
Yeah.
that privilege to remain because there are three in the zone.
Oh, okay.
In Group D where Nima Kante, Grant Kemon, and River G are. They are only three in the zone. So they end up reserving them for another match.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure,
That
sure.
is defending
They
champs. So
gotta get all that respect.
yeah,
Yeah,
that it must happen. The privilege must be
yeah,
given to them. They are
yeah.
the defending champ. So I mean that zone is a very crucial zone because you are only three in zone and you get only 2 games each to play. So
Wow.
if you yeah, that 2 games, if you can lose one or you can lose two, it becomes problem for you. So for me, I'm standing a very good chance, very good chance. So the second game against River G will just be River G. River G knows us, man. It's not something to discuss. That's why winning the
I
country
don't
mean
know. I
as
don't know. Somebody coming from the back. Who's that
yeah, I
person?
think it's Fedric. I think it's Fedric. So in like Fedric Savia, one of the panelists to there. You guys see Fedric there, I see the
My mother is out. I don't know. My mother is out. Victor, mommy, what's going on?
where is
Victor, are
Victor?
you not joining the conversation and you are in the comment section? Yeah, okay. Sylvester, blessing, JJ. Greetings, sir. Long time. So,
Where is I blessing my man, we've been missing you actually, JJ, we've been
man,
missing you.
you know
How is
the
everything? Come here, we know you are busy with the work.
TC problem not easy right now. Everyone trying to speed up with their work. So,
Yeah, I
I
know.
mean, they hope BSC think people tired away too now. People just want to put the BSC beyond.
I mean,
Yeah,
that BSc, they started need
you're
to be, they
working.
need to take time out now. So let us just put
Yeah.
efforts.
That's why people are working. Yeah, trying to. You see, you don't really see JJ on, even Solomon, Sam. All these guys are working. Likewise, myself, I'm also working hard. Needs to.
Tata, can you imagine today, the 2 games that follow, the host, Grant must serve as one of the host counties where they were able to beat them in both games, in the football game and the soccer game, as well as Bon Kante. Can you imagine the Grandmaster big Bon Kante, back to back as well from keyboard and soccer? Is it, and they were the one that hosted too, and they are hosting as well.
Yeah,
And
man,
Sano
yeah,
were able to beat Sano. I think I was following Sano game, but Sano were already leading 2-0. They were leading River says 2-0, but I never followed the game to the end. So I don't know the actual score, but I the only one I know.
your man, David Washington. They beat Bonkante. David feeding bad on
Yeah,
them.
they were feeling bad. I know you will not comment on that. You will never comment on that. Yeah, you will not comment.
David feeding bad on them. Yeah, why they behave so bad? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I got it, guy. You know, really, yeah. Yeah, they beat the man team, man. I was at the man, that moment over there. I think you know, really.
So where
So
is
if
Victor? Where is Victor Mame?
Victor said, I think he's facing some technical problem, internet. He just seen in the comment section. So that's gonna be a conversation will be okay. We hope to. Yeah, I think Victor will join the conversation with environmental talk. Yeah, comes Wednesday. So the match Jeff on defending. So maybe the match
So
stay.
that means I'm a veteran now. I'm a veteran now.
Yeah, I know. The Mayfield, I think me only waiting for the master now, master and Megami start. So,
Yeah.
folks, if you are watching, everyone is on screen vision. Majority of the panelists you're gonna see is also master degrees,
Oh my
or master
God.
candidate. Yeah, master candidate. You're gonna see on screen vision. Before we enter, maybe I tell you fair before March, you're gonna see also master candidate on screen vision. Yeah. So,
The
so we are not
competition is
joking
getting
here.
hard. The competition is
Yeah,
getting
sure.
hard.
Getting hard, so you gotta push. You gotta push. Yeah, when you see your men talking, I mean the master study not easy, is but what about the master program? What ready about the master? But I think the undergraduate program is kind of a tough than the master program. But we hope to reach there and see what is in the making. We hope to reach there and see what is going on. Aha, so JJ, they say we not always get his story. Oh. They get a story they can explain.
Why you will say
JJ,
it? So let you tell it too.
you
The
know,
guy
we
is
get
just
story. You got Niba now. We were not here.
now.
Yeah. Okay.
He's speaking in an opposite tone because I know obviously that loser gets story. When if he beating you, he say because of so and so reason you were not prepared, and so and so reason, yeah. But now you can't say winner gets story.
Yeah,
Winner go celebrate.
the winner will explain, they will boast that the problem winner when the winner will start telling you how they do they want, they do they want, like why you doing that? Man, they never right. If you don't understand, not because of the defense, you're not coming, you say never problem. I mean, defense not getting nothing to do with you appearing here. Don't worry about that. I know you're a strong man. So Vita say we should make it clear, not because of the defense you're appearing to there, because of the network problem. I thought you are still enjoying, after defense, you got a merry make smooth. I thought you are still chilling. But I understand if they say it's a network problem. But just that all man David, I think you gotta call David and talk to him. David is actually feeling bad to net because they went Bonkante. And guess what? They put a bucket seat on the stadium. The stadium is very beautiful. Bonkante field.
One of the things I think the guys we send the link in the chat room. Though if they are following and maybe they were not part of the that due to certain reason, certain reason, they will not send that information as soon as possible, and then the information is already in the chat room. So you can also join from the chat room. You can also join from the chat room and then be part of the panel list. So we can discuss the issue tonight because the issue tonight will be so fascinating. Actually, it's about education, which everyone knows that our purpose of being out of our country, our comfort zone, is education. And someone coming out with a flying color, it's a pleasure. Actually, it's a privilege. So it needs to be discussed collectively. So we want to speak to our guys in the chat room to see if they can find their way through. Since Victor is finding it challenging to enter studio, Victor, keep trying. Don't be deterred. Keep trying and then try to enter. We know you are soon to be master student. You have already defended your thesis, and now you are soon to be master student. Where I know the comrade is anticipating to follow suit. I mean,
Ah, yeah,
that you
sure,
said
sure.
everyone on the platform will soon be master student, so Master Kennedy. So so it's a good thing actually,
I
comrade.
mean, what's the problem? Talk to your guest. Go in the back. You tell the guest that they get everything set up so we can start the conversation. The people already
I
watching.
think they I
Big
think
brother,
they get
Rachel Four. Rachel Four is already watching. Thanks so much, our guest. The guest we have an environmental talk. He already watching. Thanks so much, Big Brother, for watching all the way from Liberia. We got Sylvester Blessing, JJ. Thanks for watching. Victor Mame. Thanks, Victor, for watching. We have David Flomo. Yeah, the man who the web man content feeding bar. David Flomo, thanks for watching. All the way there in Gikondo, Kigali. Thanks for watching, David. And yeah, just send your comment, and then we will call your name out so that I think the guest is okay now. We can bring her on. Yeah, I can miss you. Who tell you to talk anything here?
problem. Nah, problem.
Yeah, Lee, been a guy. I bring in a guest. Wow, the more experience you that. Okay, Victor trying to jump. When me carry them up, let them go up. Yeah, okay, that's good. Victor, you
Yeah.
good?
Victor, congratulations again. Congratulations again. The congratulations will be saying it until the month ends. So we'll keep saying the congratulations.
Well, folks, if you are watching, there's a screen vision, and today is Sunday, right? The more we are running on.
So we can start now, right? I
Yeah,
think
sure,
everyone
that's
is
good.
I think everyone is okay. Are we good?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Victor,
I think
are you good?
the guest is talking.
Brilliant. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I Let me use this opportunity to officially welcome every one of you to our discussion tonight on Stream Vision. This is Stream Vision, and where we usually discuss issue of concern. Actually, we talk to people in many directions. We discuss serious topics in every field. Let me say in that way. We discuss issue concerning health. We discuss issue concerning the environment. We discuss issue concerning education. Just to make impact in the society actually, because making impact in the society is about collective work. So we want to welcome every one of you and all our followers, our constant followers that usually follow on Stream Vision. We appreciate you, and we want you to start sharing our show as we are about to start our show tonight. We will be discussing we will be hosting our one of our female let's say education or academic guru. That word academic guru is online word. So today is January 12th, 2005. I mean 2005.
Oh, you want
2025.
carry
Sorry.
the you want carry
Yeah,
the year
I
back?
want carry I want carry the month back. Sorry, I want carry the month. I want carry the year back. So
April
January 12th,
2025.
2025 actually, this is Street Vision. We are coming to you live in Kigali City, Rwanda, where we are seated and then to host a female academic guru in Prudent. They call the woman Prudence Williams. The name Emmet. When Emmet have a child who is a female, you call it Emmetta. So the woman is Prudence Emmetta Williams, who recently graduated from the Kigali Independence University in Rwanda with a first class degree in development studies at the bachelor level. So this woman is now a confirmed and confirmed bachelor degree holder. So she will be discussing issues concerning the merit and the demerits of her academic achievements and her journey. She will be diving deeply into the topic or our discussion point tonight, which is cultivating a growth mindset. That online word, cultivating a growth mindset. Strategies for overcoming cultural barriers and adapting to a new learning environment. So this is a very important topic that needs to be discussed tonight. Throughout our discussion tonight, we will be able to pause at some point in time and asking questions from our followers, and then they will be sending their text. You can send your contribution through text via our text box. Maybe on social media we'll still read it, and then you can also call on the number that through the number that is already posted on the stream. You can also call. We will be able to read everything out or answer you, and then make your comment known to the public. This will keep the discussion interactive and then ensure the audience engagement. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start the ball rolling. First of all, my name is Broske Guambe. I'm serving as your host tonight for this fascinating discussion. We would like to firstly start with our panelists to introduce themselves so the audience can know them, and then the guests to know them as well so we can interact with them. So, first of all, let me start with Mr. Victor Mame. If he's still
Yeah.
Victor Mame has gone. So, Comrade Bala, can you kindly introduce yourself so the guests can know you, and then some of the panelists who just joining us to know you? I mean, not panelists,
Okay.
but the audience to know you.
Thank you so much, Brooks, for giving me the time. And let me say greetings to everyone following the discussion tonight. Good morning, good evening, whatever you are following the discussion. We'll ask you to make your comment in the comment section, send your input. So my name is Tatos Vibala, and I'm the producer for the show tonight. Thank you so much.
Okay, Title Bala, thank you very much for your brief introduction. Before we go to the guest, like I told you, I am Brooks K. Guambei. I am your host tonight. Prudent, can you please introduce yourself to the public and the panelists so we can interact with you? and then you can kindly introduce yourself in detail a bit, and then share a bit information about your academic journey at the Kigali University, and then what are some of those most challenging aspects of your academic journey or a success? Just a brief information.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Prudence Emmetta Williams. I'm a Nigerian student, obviously. I was studying here in Rwanda. I graduated from the Kigali Independent University with a actually, while studying, everything wasn't all rainbow. Like, things were not many people because as I arrived, I didn't hear anyone speak English. Well, they had difficulties understanding some because their assessment method.
Who is sorry? Where's the feedback coming from? Who is the feedback? Just mute yourself. You are not talking apart from Prudence, so we can have interruption. We're not getting her clear. Okay,
Actually,
right.
Can I continue? And I was just learning to adapt to a new environment. So I had to learn, I had to adapt. And when I first came here, many people tried to discourage me by saying, to even score 50 is very hard. So I was like already discouraged. But when we did the first exam, and I was like, how is 50 actually hard when I scored 91.5 in my very first module in Rwanda? So I
oh,
decided to have a mindset where I would take on challenges and that like those challenges where I would take on feedbacks and not allow those criticism to depress me in any way. And by doing that, by setting that little goal for myself upon arrival, I managed to graduate with first class honor with great distinction. With great distinction. So yeah, the journey wasn't always easy, but the result was perfect.
okay. Thank you very much. It was not an easy task, and the journey wasn't easy actually, which we actually appreciate you. And then we will also like to understand what really inspired you to choose development studies as your field of study, and how does that stand to benefit you and your country in the near future?
For me, when it comes to development studies, I'm someone who is like I have a very strong feeling when it comes to female being treated inferior to men because of this patriarchal way of living or cultural barrier that we had before, where women should not be educated, they should be at home taking care of their children while the man is out making money for the family. So because of that strong belief that I had that women should at least be given a little bit of courtesy when it comes to education, I chose development studies. Yes. Hello? Hello?
We are not getting you, Brooks. Yeah, yeah.
And
Go
you're
ahead now.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, okay.
good. Okay, like I was saying, I said looking back, what are some of those valuable lessons that maybe like you learned during your undergraduate program that you can encourage other people to, yeah, to be part of that particular program that you were in, and then you were able to exceed to that level and excel to the first class level, and what are some of the motivation behind it, like the lessons that you learn and the environment, how was it like, and the motivations that you can give people uh, at your undergraduate level, and maybe for someone to follow suit and take advantage of that. What are some of the things you can tell people?
Okay, yeah. While learning in Rwanda, when I chose development studies, because development study is not actually in actually in Liberia. It's not a module or course that you can find in Liberia. So when I had the opportunity to come study it here in Rwanda, I was very excited. Doing my study, when I saw how the other students were so engaged in development, when it comes to sustainable development, when it comes to everything, I was like motivated to learn more about where we are, who we are as humans, how we should avoid conflict. Like for me, my favorite subject or module that I did throughout my 3 years experience was uh project management. Yeah, was
Okay.
how people
Mm. Go ahead. Go ahead,
yeah
please.
was project management.
Mm.
How people set goals for themselves. How you set goals, manageable goals for yourself, which helps you to learn or to have that process done more efficiently. So
Mm.
while learning while learning project management, the lecturer that was actually teaching us, he was someone who didn't actually speak clear English. He was mostly of a French man. So while learning that particular subject or module, I faced some challenges when it came to language differences. But I'm not going to allow some challenge to take me down. I decided to at least learn few words of French in order to understand certain parts, because sometimes he would stop and explain some things in French, able to get some understanding from what he's saying. So
Mm.
because I said that, I was able to be victorious. So yeah, I love development studies, and if I'm opportune, I would even like to do masters in it.
That's beautiful. I love development study, and if I'm opportune, I would even love to do master in the.
Yeah,
That's actually good. And Prudent, and one of the things that we want to also understand tonight, in Liberia, and particularly, let's say in the world, let's say in Liberia or even in Rwanda here or anywhere, students are finding it very difficult to even get the opportunity to go to university, or to get the opportunity to after graduation from high school, or even when they are in high school, to get the opportunity to graduate from that high school, and after graduating from that high school, to get the opportunity to go to university. And you were opportune to come on the distance, let's say as far as Rwanda, and where you were able to put in more time and then excel to that level, graduating with first class in the field of development studies in Rwanda, among a lot of challenges and cultural barriers and other things, cultural differences and other things. So, what role did your family, your friends, and even your mentors, people who sometimes help you in the process, what are some of the roles that they play in your academic journey at that level, and then and besides that, how can you encourage other people who they anticipating to enter, but they don't have that opportunity to come forward, or maybe their parents want to do it or they don't want to do it? What are some of the advice or pieces of advice you can give them to encourage them when it comes to maybe stealing and taking advantage of such opportunity when it's provided to you? There's some people have the opportunity, but they don't make use out of them. They have their parents are supporting them, especially sometimes in Rwanda. Yes, students they send from Liberia, they come here. Some of them might not be serious. I'm not saying every one of them or not, but apparently some of them might not be serious and some of them are serious. So, what are some of the role your parents play, or your mentor or friends that you are around play in the success of your first class? And then, what are some of the things you can tell people who think about sending their children here too as well?
my my mother, Ellen Lois Chapa Williams, and my earlier sister, uh, Lisa Jeslie Williams, the both of them played very significant in where I am today. Coming to Rwanda, I'm not from a family that is rich, but we can survive. Coming to Rwanda was not an easy thing for them. Supporting me here was not an easy thing for them. But They did it otherwise. They decided to give me their time. They decided to support. So my sister, my mother, they played a very important role in me studying in Rwanda. Sometimes studying for a particular, I'll call my mother and my sister for them to, help me review or even give me some test questions at home. And they don't shy away from me. They will listen to me, help me. So I love them both, and they really help me. They play a very important role throughout my study in Rwanda. And for those who are here but are not using or making good use of the opportunity that their parents sweat for, because it's not hard, it's not easy for our parents in Liberia to send your child to Rwanda and support them from beginning to end, paying rent, feeding them, paying fees, transportation, everything is not easy. So those who are here and not making use of that opportunity, I beg you, you should have some conscience, because those people are suffering. They will not say it to you to say, I stay up all night trying to make money. For my mother, she even had to work night shifts at LEC to be able to support me here. It's not an easy thing for someone to do that for you. So you should have that mindset or that conscience to at least give them good results, to at least make them not regret the century in Rwanda. And for those who are not opportune to come to Rwanda, for whatever reason, for what I think you should do is to try to set clear goals for yourself. Like, once you are working, try to save up money. Try to save up money. Try to be engaged in other programs. Try to have connection through those programs and try to help yourself. Yeah, I recommend that. I recommend us helping ourselves. And for one thing, I want to say to those who are in Rwanda and they are not studying, they are going to clubs, other things, I want you to self-reflect. Self-reflect on your action, on what you are doing. You know the reason you came. Don't come here and waste 6 years of your life and not go back with that. At least try to reflect on what you are doing. Don't shy away from challenges and say, oh, this module is hard, so I'm not going to do it. Attending classes is too expensive, I don't have transportation. No, don't say that. You need to take responsibility. You need to be more responsible. You are in another country, you are not in Liberia anymore, so you need to be responsible and
Okay,
don't make your.
you need okay. You need to be responsible. You need to put in time. You need to take responsibility and then take advantage of the efforts your parents are putting in. So that's brilliant, brilliant. We actually appreciate that, and we will also like considering the topic tonight. We just ask you these questions in order to know how where are we going and how did you start and how your success came about and what are some of those efforts that you put in that brought you to this level and then you are responding to those questions considering our topic tonight that has to do with cultivating a growth mindset which has to do with strengthening strategy to overcome cultural barriers and adapting to new environment learn new environment for learning. So what actually do you understand about the what cultural cultivating growth mindset actually means to you? And we will left for you to dive into this topic a bit and explain and then teach us and teach other people who are listening to you tonight.
Okay, when you talk about growth mindset, you talk about having that idea to having that idea to want to learn, that curiosity. Growth mindset empowers people. It helps you to be resilient and persistent. For me, I believe that growth mindset is it's just a belief that intelligence and skills can be developed once you are persistent and you want to learn. Some cultural barriers that can make cultural barrier can manifest in many ways. For me, I'm going to talk about the cultural barrier that I faced while here in Rwanda. I faced a cultural barrier of language differences, distinct social norms, and varying educational expectations. This particular barrier, they created confusion for me because I was in a new environment. So, like for example, because of language differences, it's very hard for an international student to find a job in Rwanda. It's very hard because you don't speak Rwanda. You don't know what they are saying. Once you are in front of them, you don't understand it. So that cultural barrier is a huge problem. But don't allow that particular problem to take you down. So I'm going to talk about a few ways that people can use to overcome cultural barrier. And that particular few ways will help you to have a growth mindset. Those those ways are, firstly, you need to take on challenges. When we talk about challenges, for me, I believe that challenge is an obstacle that presents chances for development. Don't just take a challenge as a bad thing. No, don't just take a challenge as a bad thing. Once you are faced with a challenge, you need to overcome that challenge. And by overcoming that challenge, you will learn. You will be you will learn new things. You need to ask people. You need to build a support group. That's another way you can overcome cultural barrier and enhance your growth mindset. You need to form support group. You need to be actively engaged in discussions with your peers, having discussions with mentors. You need to be engaged in community discussions because you met these people here. So you need to learn from them. Another way people could overcome cultural barrier or when adapting to a new environment is to embrace active learning. And that particular embracing active learning is something that we Liberians should do once we arrive in Rwanda. Don't just sit down and say this module is hard, so I will not do it. No, you need to you need to push yourself. You need to learn. You need to embrace active learning. Modules can be hard, obviously. There are subjects that you need to dedicate hours and hours to in order just to understand something. So you need to embrace in active learning. You need to open platforms where you guys will talk together, like for what we are doing here. This is embracing in active learning, learning from each other, learning from other people. And another way you could overcome cultural barrier is to practice resilience and persistence. Don't just say because this particular stuff is very difficult, I'm going to leave it. The only way your growth mindset can be enhanced, the only way you can gain growth mindset is to be persistent, to know what you want and go for it. To be resilient, don't say this thing is hard, so I'm gonna give up. No, you need to know how to wake up when something knock you down. You need to get up. Another way is to set clear goals. Clear example for me, when I came to Rwanda, I was in a very strange land, away from my siblings, away from my parents, away from everyone that I know and feel comfortable around. But when I arrived in Rwanda, I set clear goals for myself and I stuck to those goals. And it got me where I am. Few of those goals were, firstly, I need to stay out of trouble in Rwanda. I need to avoid getting in fights because I'm not in my own country, so I don't want to come get in hard with someone and get in problem, and who obviously will have to spend money, my parents. So I need to at least protect them by protecting myself. Another clear goal that I set for myself was, coming in Rwanda, I need to get good grades. I cannot, get on a plane, arrive in another country to come and score low marks. My mother, she's someone who is very engaged in our education. She's someone who wants her children to make it in life. My big sister, she's the top student bearer for the university she graduated from. She has a master degree. So I can be the black sheep of my family. I set that goal. I came to Rwanda and I went to my classes. I had I've done and I came out victorious and very happy. There were many things that I put aside because I wanted to get a particular result from coming to Rwanda. So another way again people could use to overcome cultural barrier is their growth mindset is to seek feedback. Criticism is not always a bad thing. Don't just always see criticism as something that people want to use to depress you. No. Constructive criticism helps you to enhance yourself, because we as individuals, we don't always see the negative side of things that we do. So, and other people do see it. So when someone tell you that you did this, but it could have been done better, you should understand and use that particular statement to make yourself better, instead of saying, oh, she's trying to look down on me. That person is not. That person is not trying to look down on you. That they are trying to actually help you. So another way again people could use to enhance themselves is called self-reflection, and I spoke about it, where we need to reflect on what we are doing, how it affect our parents, because studying here in Rwanda, we are not only representing ourselves, we are representing our country, we are representing our parents, we are representing our churches, we are representing our various groups in Liberia. So we need to be mindful and not careless with what we do. So you could self-reflect by keeping a journal where you write down your daily activities, your educational experiences. Then at the end of the day, you could read it and see where you need to be enhanced. Because once you don't help yourself, others won't help you. You need to look out for yourself before other people will be able to look out for you. So self-reflect on things that you do. Self-reflection comes with conscience. And having conscience, you'll be able to have a growth mindset. And another one is you need to celebrate little victories. Yeah. Whether it's getting a mark in a module that was very difficult for you, whether it's getting a good marks in a module that was very difficult for you, or whether it's paying your fees on time or paying your rent on time. Once it's something that makes you happy, you need to pat yourself on the back and say, well done, you did well. Celebrating little victories for yourself, it helps you to be motivated. It gives you that incentive that I did this. Yes, I did this. It was difficult, but I did it. So I need to be celebrated. I need to embrace what I did. I need to be happy with what I did. Yeah, so these ways that I just listed or talked about, they are very good ways that people can use to overcome cultural barrier, like language barrier, and distinct social norms, and varying educational expectations. It helps with the opportunity for growth. It gives you opportunity to grow. Once this particular language is hard for you, don't just take that challenge as a problem. It's not a problem. That particular challenge is telling you to be developed. It's bringing about the development. When I came to Rwanda, when I heard everyone speaking Kinyarwanda, I decided to learn a few words of Kinyarwanda, like when I want to buy something and they are not actually getting what I want to say. I learned how to say how much in Kinyarwanda and stuff like that. But just by doing those little things, you help yourself. When I came, the educational system of Rwanda was very different from what we have in Liberia. For Liberia, we have English, math, chemistry, biology, but here the name of the subjects or modules are like paragraphs. So I decided to adapt to that, to be actively engaged. I was actively engaged in discussions, actively engaged in participating in class, asking questions when I need clarity. And that's not a bad thing. Being curious helps your growth mindset. So yeah, having a growth mindset helps you to overcome cultural barrier. And these are the ways you could enhance your mentality. Thank you. Hello?
Yeah, okay, thank you. I think Bros is facing some network problem. Bros, are you okay? Brooks, Brooks. Okay, Bros is facing some problem from the back. So thank you so much. You said a lot, and I think those who following the discussion tonight, there are somebody is already following from the US. They are saying thank you. You know, you did well. So we appreciate coming out there to study is not an easy task, and looking at. I think you just broke the record of Brooks. Brooks on the platform here. Brooks came for a class and then he does the department. Less why I think you yourself you came first class and then you also do your department. So you broke Bro's record. And there are a lot of people who actually want to excel to that level, but they are finding it difficult to really reach there. Because I don't think people will just travel to come here and then somebody just want to go back with, you just pass. Thank you. They just get a degree without coming here with a class, just going back like that. So I want you to come up with some of those strategies. Somebody watching out there now, like more especially these female, because you people, most of the female they are not really going up, some trying. That's why when we spark one female who is actually making progress, we want for the whole world to know her, we want to bring her on board. So the entire public can know who is this person. So I want you to share some strategies with somebody out there who would like to come first class. They are studying Rwanda. It shouldn't be in your university, Liberian, or even other international students that are Washington. What will you tell that person?
Yeah, I have a few recommendations when it comes to that. Uh, Once you want to achieve something that is very great that you want other people to recognize, you need to put in the time. Things
Okay.
won't just come easy. That's not how life works. You need to work for something in order to achieve it. In order to work for that, you need to embrace active learning. If you want to want to have an understanding concerning something, do research, study, dedicate your time. Sometimes while studying for me, I even used to go water. I would sit for hours trying to grasp an understanding about something. I will browse online. If I don't clearly get what the lecturer is saying in that module, I will browse online and learn from there. So you need to engage in active learning, be embracing persistence and resilience. Once you are faced with a challenge, see that challenge as an opportunity to learn. Take on that challenge head on, where you will be able to learn and not just be depressed by that particular challenge. Not be depressed by that particular challenge. You need to, you need to befriend people who are engaged, people who are minded what they want. Because like people always say, who you follow defines who you are or talks about who you are. So be engaged with those people who are also serious, who wants to learn like that. You guys can learn from each other. You can help each other. I don't have many friends here in Rwanda. The few that I have are very serious. One of my very close friends in Rwanda, her name is Victoria. She also went first class. So that speaks for who I am. That speaks for who I am. She's someone who is very serious, always dedicated to her lesson, always trying to learn new things, not letting challenges to pull her down. So I choose my friends correctly. Like for what my mother always say, don't let friends choose you. Always choose your friend. So that's what I do. That's what I what that's what I that's my philosophy. So I want to say
Okay.
to those who wants to achieve something great, and other people who want to learn from them, engage in active learning, and don't let any challenge to put you down. See it as an opportunity to enhance yourself. See it as an opportunity for development. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what
Thank you. Thank you.
Am I,
Thank you. Indeed,
am I
folks. Yeah, okay, folks. Folks, you are watching This is Screen Vision, and today we are talking to a Liberian who is currently studying Rwanda. She graduated with first class from one Rwanda best university. So we're having a conversation with her. You listen to a story. So if you have a question, you can try, to just send in the comment section. We're going to read it out to her. So, Brooks, you can take it. It's all yours.
Yes, that I actually appreciate. I'm sorry again. There was a technical problem from my end network. So I think Prudent, you actually exceptionally explained and your journey how it was and how you came to I came to success and it was actually explained it. We appreciate that. So before we go follow, like Tato said, you just define some of those strategies that you use. It's actually good, which other people, other potential students, aspiring students who want to follow suit, they will be able to learn from you. And overcoming so some of those cultural challenges, and using Kiwana as some of those tools to use, and then go in the market and learn from other people. That was so amazing. And we would like for our panelists to interact with you. The title has already started. Victor needs to come back, but Comrade, you can ask another question. Let's interact with the guest tonight, and see how best the discussion can be interactive. And then while we wait for some of those messages that will be coming through the inbox. So you
Okay.
can ask another question. Yeah.
So let me, the Senegal discussion tonight is actually interesting, and to see a female excel into that position is not an easy task, most especially in Rwanda. There are a lot of things out here. I usually tell people, I say, if every one of us that came to study we decide to carry for a class back to Liberia, we carry, because I think we all, I usually tell most of the students, brothers that do, I say, we are implore our parents send us money every month for you to eat. So the only thing you need to do is to just study and then score the grades. Although there are some people who are facing some challenges, but there are a lot of people who their parents doing everything for them. Though we agree, it's not everybody will go first class. That one is clear. But at least do what you're able to do, to make your family, proud. I see in the comment section there's a lady here called Lisa. You say, I'm proud of you. I guess she's your sister because she's carrying your last name, Williams. The last name is the same. So I want to look at your degree tonight. Let's look on that side. How do you think how your degree, going to contribute or align with your future goal when it comes to community development?
Yeah, actually, one of my main reasons of choosing to do development study was because we don't really have people doing that particular course in Liberia. We don't have people who actually have degree in that particular profession in Liberia. There are not many. So I want to help Liberia. Actually, it's about time that we try to give back to our country. Liberia is not that all that great, but it's our mother's land. So we need to try and give back to our country. So by learning development study, I will go and implement this particular learning, this particular idea that I got from this country. Try to implement it back in my own country and help other people. That's my main aim doing, apart from being like that. That's my main aim of doing development studies.
That's
Okay.
great. That's great. It's a privilege to hear that, and I think it's one way actually applaud you for that, because the purpose of which we maybe leaving our country to go in another country to seek quality education is to go back in our country and develop our country.
Yeah.
You can contribute in many ways to your country, or any other way to your country, based on what you learn. So if you go back in Liberia, where you have already gotten degree in development studies, you can go ahead. That's good. Which I know some of those guys here, some of the students are here that are struggling, like you yourself and other people. They have that goal. They have that short term goal and long term goal to go back in Liberia and make contribution. So now, what some of the things I want to also understand from you, having excelled to that level, and then successfully graduated with first class, and then other people would like to follow suit your role you play, how you follow, how you so key in class, those strategies you put in place that you just explained. And then we will also like to know that the advice that you can give to all our aspiring students or potential students who want to follow suit, or they might not come directly in your field of study, or they are in Liberia, they are thinking about taking advantage of coming to Rwanda to study, or going out of Liberia in any part of African country to study, or they are within Rwanda studying. What are some of those pieces of advice that you can give them to encourage them, even if they cannot come with first class degree, they cannot come with maybe a second class upper, but just to study and go make positive impact in our country. What are some of those pieces of advice you can give?
Okay. Um. Even if you might not be able to go first class, but I want to advise you to not give up. Don't allow whatever challenge you are facing right now to put you down. Whether it's paying your fees or comprehension when it comes to certain modules, don't give up. Do not give. Being and resilience. Being persistent and resilience is the very key component of growth mindset, of having a growth mindset. That component, being resistant and persistent, is very key because it will always help you to see the positive things of challenges, the positive parts of challenges. It will help you to see challenges as opportunities of development. Where once you fall, don't just remain lying down. Get back up. Get back up and achieve what you came for. So I just want to say, don't give up. You are here to make your parents proud. For me, when because actually I did not know that I came first in my department. I got to know at the graduation ceremony. I was too surprised, but mostly I was thinking about my family. I was thinking about how I made my parents proud. I was thinking about how whenever my big sister Lisa called me to help me with my studies, how I did not let her down. I was too excited. That particular feeling I had at that time of being happy, that particular feeling made all the challenges and problems that I faced throughout the years worth it because the result was too beautiful. So once you don't give up, once you do not give up, you will smile at the end. That's just all I want to say.
That's wow. That's wow. It's just a success story. Like myself, like Comrade Bala, I told him, like myself, doing the graduation, the dean came to me. He said, "Brooks, you are graduating with first class." And besides that, I knew that I was graduating with first class. He said, "But you are the one. You are the first in your department, and you will be awarded, and you excel. You excel to the level that most of the students that we expected they never reach." So you'll be awarded with certificate and computer. I said, wow, just on the graduation day. That was the same thing they told you. We are so proud of you actually. We are so proud of you. And then if you are actually following us tonight, we are coming to you in Kigali City on Stream Vision Rwanda. So we if you have anything to discuss or anything to tell us or talk to the guests and discuss with the guests, interact with the guests, ask the guest question, she's available. She will be able to respond to your questions that you will ask. But if you don't have the opportunity to call directly, you can please send your contribution through text message. We will be able to read those messages out, and then and it will be heard. And maybe if it requires to be responded to by the guest, and she will respond to them. So here, one of the questions on, let's say one of the contributions is on the stream. Let's read it. It said, Congratulations to you. Congratulations to the first class. I mean, the first Liberian and female valedictorian at the Independent University of Kigali, Madam Emmetta uh, Lipu. Like this is your I don't, should I say
Spell
your country name or what? Lipu
I,
Williams.
I,
Yeah.
I,
Yeah, Alepu Williams. Okay, I think Comrade Frederick, thank you very much for your contribution tonight. We actually appreciate. And Sion Comrade, one of the comrades who gave us the opportunity, who paved the way for us as a first Liberian who graduated with first class in this country too. At the law of the University of Les Adventists of Kigali, Comrade Richie Forkwe, uh, from the master level. He's the one who sent the message to. He said, "Thank you guys for the program. Senior Comrade, we actually appreciate you, and the thing you started here, we follow it small, gradually. Where so many coming from beyond the one power you said." We actually appreciate you. Comrade, keep pinning the messages so we can read them messages out. And then Ellen Jaffa. They say Jaffa, eh? Jaffa. Ellen Jaffa Williams says, "What happened when you enter Rwanda? How did you adapt?" Please respond to this question. I believe she wants to know something about that. So respond to this question.
Yes, upon arriving in Rwanda, I was overwhelmed by everything. But adapting here, I decided to take on that challenge. So I decided to challenge when adapting to the learning evaluation in Rwanda, how they do their educational system. Because when I first came, a guy that was within the same compound with me, he was like, to score 15 in Rwanda is hard though. I got very discouraged. But when I went to do my very first exam, I scored 91.5. So I was like, how is scoring 50 hard when 91.5, when anyone can score 91.5? So yeah. So I learned to adapt in Rwanda by forming peer groups. Whenever we are in class, we always sit with few Rwandans, Nigerians, and other nationalities. We talk among ourselves. We help to educate each other. I spoke with my mentors. In order to adapt in Rwanda, I was actively engaged in discussions about Rwanda. Whenever we're in class, I always want to participate. Whenever they gave a group assignment, I always want to be the head of that group assignment. I want to do the research. I want to learn. I was very persistent. I was resilient. The certain time came in Rwanda, I got seriously sick. I developed also because I was depriving myself. I was not eating because I don't want to get up, because once I get up to go get food, time will be lost. So I just wanted to sit and study and learn. Yeah, all of that helped me to adapt in
Okay,
Rwanda.
okay, Ellie, that's a response to your question. She actually did everything to her best to see how best she can come through. Where those are some of the things that happened when she entered in Rwanda. And Justina J. Cavalli said, "Thank you, Madam Guest, for these words of encouragement. Justina, we appreciate your comment, and keep following us. And we know you usually follow us on our platform here. Come and keep pinning the comments. Keep pinning the comments so we can read them out. I Williams also says, thank you, Prudence Emmetta Williams, for breaking the record. Oh wow, thank you for breaking the record. It's a privilege. We actually appreciate you. And
Mother.
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said Ellen Lois Java Williams. She's my mother.
Okay. So Lisa Justin Williams said, "I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I believe those people who send those messages, they might probably be related to you. You're not too
That's
sure,
it.
but we actually appreciate every one of you for following us tonight. Because when your sister is on show, you should follow the show and make the show interactive. When your brother is on show, you follow the show, you make the show interactive, you share the show, and for the interaction to go on. And then Abu Bala says, "Hello, I am watching from the US. Thanks for the discussion, guys. Abu, we actually appreciate you for following us from America, from the United States of America. We actually appreciate. And Princess Mame says, I am watching from Liberia. Thank you guys for the show. We actually appreciate you, Princess. Keep following us, and we know you usually there following us when we come on show. Our CP, CP, Sister Esther, because I knew you call her actually, Kebeti Newman. We actually appreciate you. You are right here in Liberia. You are right here in Liberia. You are right around us here in Liberia. She said, my girl queen, my girl queen. She put love emoji. So we actually appreciate you for following us tonight, Kebe. Kebe, she's our CP actually at the bachelor level, at the level of University Adventist of Kigali in the environmental field. So we are comrades. So we actually appreciate you for following us tonight from Liberia. Um, David Flomo says, great team. We appreciate David. We appreciate David for following us. Keep tipping. Victor, while the comrade is still putting the comments on the stream, get prepared. I believe you have some questions, contributions to be made. Maybe for the guests to respond to them, or you make your own contribution. You are there. Congratulations coming to you already. So correct. So while we are waiting for some of those messages, Victor will come to you. Please let's interact with the guests. You are there off and on. I believe that's network problem or something problem. So the floor is given you. Please talk to the guests.
Yeah. So tonight, I'm actually glad I have learned.
Oh my goodness.
We
Oh
have
my
to we have to
goodness.
take we have to take Victor from where he is to bring Kigali.
No, Victor will come in Kigali. Victor finish defending and Victor doing a master in Kigali. You now
Like what
Victor
we
not
will do
doing that
for
master
Victor.
in actually. We'll bring
Victor
Victor
need
in
to come to
Kigali.
Kigali.
Yeah, you can go ahead, Victor.
Yeah. So as I was saying, I have actually learned a lot from her, and what all she has spoken about. These are similar experience myself I have experienced since I entered this country. Uh, when we first saw her enter here, we learned that we were told rather by our pioneer that uh, in Rwanda or in the University of Le Avandes, foreigner don't do. The people told us that that was something that it was the people or tradition that once you came from outside, you are studying here as an international student, you cannot do the people national student. And these are all of fallacy. So once you work for your result, you actually receive it. So I was after some time when Bros came, I think first class when he douche, I went back in our chat rooms. I started making it with phone. I said, well, when we enter here first, our seniors were telling us that foreigner don't douche. When you score 90, they will take the 90 from you, they give it to another, they will give it to national students. Yes, so I started making it with phone. I said, but thank God that Brooks have broken that record that if you score your A, the people will actually give you. If you have to us that foreigner international students cannot do the national student here, it is against the people policy. How come bros came first class? We started holding it, making it with phone in the chat rooms. So from whatever she have elaborated on tonight, I actually learned a lot. Yeah. Growth mindset is wherein you have to leave your comfort zone, you have to adapt when we came here, like one of me when I came, because when I was in Liberia, I didn't learn how to cook. A lot of things I never knew. But when I came, I have to adapt to a lot of things from within the environment. The kinds of food we eat in Liberia, some of those soups and things you search for here, you don't find it. And then she also talked about the educational system. In Liberia, it's actually quite different. Here, you study a module at a time. So if you are doing a project management, if that course is a 15 or 20 credit hours, you have to complete that course. If it is going for 3 weeks or 2 weeks, you have to complete that course, pass before you can register another module. So these were some of the challenges when we came with Braggerway. Yeah, and then language barrier. We have one of our lecturer by the name Mr. Hammer. Mr. Hammer studied in French. He did all of his study in French. Even his lesson, some part of the lesson, he will mix up with French and things. So, living from the French, mix up with some Kiawana and things, and then teaching English is somehow difficult. You as a student to, understand the lecturers and things. So these are all challenges. So as she said, we were like, you have to take the lesson home, try to maybe you go on YouTube, do extra research. You don't just listen or you don't need listen or relax only on what you say in the classroom. You come outside, you do extra research and add up to what the lecturer will say. Yeah, so tonight I actually learned a lot. What all she have explained are things that I too have gone through. They told us that you cannot go first class. Yeah, you cannot. When we came first, those students that we met here,
Those are ended because for me I entered 2022. So some students that we met that were here 2021, 2020, that was what they told us. Yeah, they said it is a taboo as a international student you don't do. But thank God to few of our students are coming up with our flying color going first class, second class, upper. Yeah, it is actually a good result for us. And those are that were saying that thing, they are seeing it that it is actually large. Yeah. So it actually encouraging some of us to put our feet to the fire to do more research, pay attention to our lesson. You know, here too, when you enter here, it almost like what bro said, you are on salary. So people take advantage of that. When the money comes, you prioritize activities than your study. So at the end now, you just sit and print up a story that if you score your A, they will never give it to you. They will cheat international student. They will take it from international student. They give it to national student because you don't want to put in time. But once you set up your mind, you want to achieve something. You put your all into it. Actually, you can achieve it. So I was marking down some of those steps, some of those recommendations and pieces of advice you provided in how can we overcome some of the challenges. It's actually meaningful. And I'm going to appreciate her for the discussions tonight. I'm very blessed. I have learned a lot as of tonight. Thank you.
Okay, Victor. Victor, thank you very much for your comment, and we actually appreciate that, and we take that into consideration, and some of those experiences that you encounter here, sharing with us, and it's actually serious. If you are in Liberia, if you are in any part of the African country, studying in Rwanda, let's speak about Liberia. Studying in Rwanda is not an easy task actually. It's challenging though. It's you can you there are things that you can enjoy, of course, but it's challenging. Let's recognize one of our comrades, our academicians, the strong comrade, one of the strong comrades that we know, Vanity Carter is our direct comrade. We actually appreciate you for following us tonight, following the discussion tonight. We need your input as well because when it comes to academic, you are very strong too. We sat in class, we did almost everything in class, and we remain comrade. So, comrade, like we are saying, it's not an easy task to study in Rwanda and then to just excel to that level. You know, the same thing you experience when you enter here. I think almost everyone will give that same message to people out there. They experience the same. When we got there, you know, I can always say this: when you enter in new environment, don't mind they say, do the right thing, and when you do the right thing, you will receive the right result. So when you enter in university or in an environment when they are saying something, challenge it. For me, those are things I can take into consideration as my challenge. You know, you take that challenge and make it out of opportunity for yourself. You put in time. When you put in time, you let's see if you excel to that level, the people will not be able to give you that opportunity and say, yeah, you see, you did it. They will cheat you. When they do it two, three times, and those people that were saying those things and that have been saying those things, they can show you records that will authenticate what they have been saying. It's just let's use the word fallacy. It's just a fallacy. It's just a myth thing that I heard from other people out there and they not know whether it is true or not. So it is actually important when we leave our country Liberia and then come in Rwanda or in going any part of the world to study, we put in our time. We put in all our times. Because our parents back home, our sponsors in other part of the world, they are sending us money here. They are working hard, sending their salaries to us, be able to maintain ourselves in school and be able to maintain ourselves in the environment. Health, insurance, everything they are doing it. Food, housing, they are doing everything for us. So if you cannot put in time and then give them the result they need, and then when they send the money, maybe you take the money, you go use it on another thing. Your activities become more. It becomes problem. You know, you cannot balance those things. When you came to study, focus on the study. But you cannot make the activity more than the study. It becomes problem. It's although it's important that social activity exists, we need to put ourselves, we need to socialize in some cases, but it's
These are
also important that what we have come here to achieve, you put in time and then be able to achieve those things in a
yeah.
timely time bomb, in a timely time. Because if you came here for 3 years to get bachelor in 3 years, and then all the comrades that you came along with, they are getting a bachelor in a period of 3 years. But you are there, you are remaining behind and getting your bachelor in 4 years, 5 years. You will ask yourself question, or the society will ask you question, what's going on? The message you're going to give out there will be misleading. I don't know how you will frame it. So it's actually important that we leave our comfort zone and go out. The purpose for which we are going out, we put in time and then be able to achieve it timely. Then we return back to our home and make contribution. So if you are there watching us or you are just joining us, we are live on Street Vision. We are coming to you from
Yeah.
Kigali City, Rwanda, in interaction with one of our astute female academic guru who came out, who excelled in on university at the first class level, where she graduated from the University of that's a Kigali Independent
Yeah,
University,
yeah.
ULA.
So Brooks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So Sonny just came to my mind. The field of environmental, let's say the field of development studies is actually tough. Yeah. So like some questions are you expecting a yes or no question. You don't find it. That is why this lecturer, Mr. Hammer again, will always most students have problem with him in that department or in that faculty. He will always tell you if you read your note, maybe you're asking you to tell you divine development, what is sustainable development, what is this? You don't find it. The man will always ask you as a specialist. So if you're going to read your note where asking for definition, you just go study your note without taking in to contextualize what you have studied or what you have read, you will not
Mm.
get it, you will not make that mark. The man will always ask you as a specialist, propose to
Yeah,
us.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's why
Yeah.
as a student, even if lecturer gives you a note, that piece of note they giving you, if a PowerPoint or maybe a Word document, don't only depend on that note. This is how my
Mm.
own that's my own secret. That's my own secret behind my study. I don't
Yeah.
depend
So
on lecturers.
those of you,
So when
those
they
of you that going first class, yes, we actually got to
yeah,
celebrate you. It is not
you
easy. Actually,
you
it's
don't
not
actually
easy.
only depend on lecturers note.
It's
The
very,
lecturer
very
note,
challenging.
you incorporate the lecturer note with your other study you doing. You go beyond lecturer's note and see whether what the lecturer is giving you or providing, there are other information that left out that was supposed to be given you, but based on time. The teaching fee people are only teaching you based on time. They will not be able to cover everything. So if you can go beyond and then you read more or you study more, one of my comrades said, but bro, why we can study together? The comrade washi, the comrade know what to go. He said, but bro, why we can study together? We do the thing together. Then when you go in and tell her you can replicate it, they are afraid that hey, I'll break a bit money. I said the issue here is it's not about only depending on the note they give you. The best thing you do, go beyond a note and do your own research. You even if the like that lecturer you're talking about, sometimes he cannot bring note, he can bring question in a note. The man will leave a one note aside, he bring question from another area. So if you don't do your own research from out, it becomes problem for you. You say the test is hard. No. As long you are been in that area and the note has been defined, that particular module that you are doing has been defined. This is development study, or let's say gender and development study. So when that word gender and development study has been given you, the lecturer will give you the note, but go beyond and study about gender and development studies. That's how for me my own secret behind my study. So it's important that we discuss those things and then we take advantage of them. We see how best we can excel and then contribute to our country. So, comrade, do we have any call coming in, or do we have some messages that are still unread that we have not touched?
Let me check in the comment section.
So,
Not
let
really. Prudent mom is saying Bon County is waiting for her. So the people from Bon County are waiting for you.
Oh, wait. You are bringing something here. Today, it is true that your people of Bongade waiting for you. Victor, so you guys they defeated you today. Let lead that discussion. Let us lead that discussion and focus on our point.
Man,
We still come back. The beginning of the matter is not really that important, but the end.
Okay.
Yeah, the end.
The manner is saying, Limon, thanks for your achievement. Bonkante is waiting for you. Yes, actually, we need to return home and contribute to our country. We need to contribute to our fragile country, the community we live there. We need to contribute. That Comrade Finano, they call it declare Dennis. The man said, our brothers and sisters are prioritizing wants over their needs. We all have to commensurate our expenditure in line with our available resources. The man speaking is speaking as an environmentalist and in line with economists. So directly he's speaking, he might feel it directly again because Alemasa Law are doing environmental economics and natural resource management. So, Comrade, we actually appreciate you for your comment. We appreciate you for comment. So the what Federal wrote here is actually important. Many of our brothers and sisters they actually prioritize their wants because what they want at the moment maybe you go, you drink your thing, you do your thing, you buy your clothes, or you go in a club, you enjoy yourself. Those are your wants, right? But a particular thing that are very essential to your life that you cannot do without it, which has to do with your needs, your shelter, your food you eat, even your education you are getting. Those are your immediate needs that you need to put in time for. So, Frederick, you are actually right. So we need to actually put in time for our needs, then our wants. Wants, though it's important that we put in time for our wants, but in the overall, actually in this country, in the context of our discussion tonight, let's put in time for our needs.
So I
Yeah,
get I
Yeah.
get one question for our guest. I get one question for our guest.
yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so most people will enter into university. Like for example, some students will leave from Liberia. They come to Rwanda with a mindset of doing certain discipline. For typical example, maybe I leave from Liberia, I come to Rwanda to study ISM, that is Information System Management. But then after registering for the department, maybe after maybe 1 or 2 months, I said, "Oh, this fee is difficult." You start asking your friend which department is easier that you can just go without studying, you make higher marks. So you'll see that student will go for from one department after spending like 3 or 4 months in one department. They leave from there, they end up maybe the law department, then maybe to quote article again, they will say, "Oh my man, the other department not too okay for me. Oh. Let me go to rural development." Yeah, we have students like that have left from 1 or 2 different departments and stay in search of departments. So how can we, a question to our guest on that, how can we overcome the common misconception that certain talent cannot, be learned, it cannot be achievable through practice or hard study. They feel that, how can we really overcome that common misconception?
That misconception comes from the fact that most of them do not really have a growth mindset. Because having a growth mindset is a belief that skills and intelligence can be developed. Like for me, when I first came in Rwanda, the very first module that I did was very difficult. I've never seen it before in my life. And that was the module that I was faced with as soon as I entered Rwanda. It was very difficult. We had to form study groups in order to learn from each other because we all have our own strengths and weaknesses. So we found those students who have strength in a particular subject and we use them to enlighten ourselves. We use them to learn. But when I came and saw that module, actually I wanted to give up to try to find another department. But I was like, no, honestly, I am a Liberian. I'm from Liberia. I went to school in Liberia and I took on many subjects that I thought was going to be difficult for me. But in the end, I came out victorious. I attended the Booker Washington Institute. I did architecture there. So what can I do? I motivated myself and I went and faced that particular module head on. Our resilience. When that particular challenge knocked me down, I got up. I used that challenge as an opportunity to learn about something that I did not know about. From that, I decided to grow my mindset, to not let challenges to be problem for me. We got feedbacks from people, but I did not use those feedback as something that should be depressing for me. I use those feedback as or motivation. I need to enhance myself in this way. I need to develop myself. So those who are changing their department just because a particular module is hard, or to those who are saying, I will not do this particular subject, I will do it next time because it's hard, you need to stop putting yourself down. You need to stop putting yourself down. Because our mind works in a very specific way. Once you tell yourself that I can't do this, you will not be able to do it. That's just how the brain works. But once you tell yourself, I will overcome this, you can overcome it. Nothing is hard for someone for people to overcome. So they should stop trying to put themselves down. They should dedicate time to that particular module. Because you can't just say, I have faith, I will do well in this course. No. Having faith, you have to put in the work so you can see the result. So they will have to study. They will have to give up those things that are taking their time. Excessively clubbing, using their fees to go shopping. A few Liberian students here mostly use their allowance to go to clubs and buy clothes. Then when it comes to time to even get transportation for class, they don't have it. So you need to stop doing that to yourself. You need to take on that particular challenge and beat that challenge. Do not change department just because a particular subject is hard for you. Do not
Actually,
do
actually,
yourself down.
actually,
You need to
actually,
prioritize.
actually, because we even that point we all need to put maybe comments in it, because it's important. Those are things that other people, other students are experiencing here. They will come from Liberia with the mindset of doing maybe environmental development. I may say environmental study, but when they come, they enter that field, and after few courses, they will shift to another department, which a delaying their stay of being in Rwanda, and then their study process, because the courses maybe you did in that field, and then leaving that field, going to another field for to start over. The school is not waiting for you. The school is going ahead, and you are the one leaving behind. You
And
see, and
honestly,
nothing is difficult. I can always say this.
you are limiting
Yes, I can
yourself.
always say this. Nothing is difficult. Nothing is difficult when you
Yeah.
dedicate yourself, or when you put yourself into it. When you put
So
time
go
into
to
it.
that
Even
particular subject. Give that subject and don't just say, "All so I will not do it." Give more time. That's all you need to do. Give more time. Try to stop spending so much time on visiting your friends. Sit down, browse. We have internet. I've learned many things from the internet that I even learned in class. Browse online.
okay,
Enlighten yourself. Study. That's all you need to do to overcome
okay.
that particular hurdle. That's all you need to do.
That's good. So we don't have much time to continue. But since we are now receiving call from out, and then we stop receiving text messages, we want to appreciate everyone who been following and who been making their comments through text messages. We want to appreciate every one of you. This is Stream Vision, and then our discussion tonight. I believe you yourself can rate this discussion. It's a fascinating discussion. So we have to go actually. So before we go, one of the things that we want to understand from our guest tonight, I believe you used it in your parting comment, your parting statement. So we complacency is one of the things that suffering people. Some people will say, since I finished graduating with first
Mm.
class, everything is okay. Even I'm not going anywhere again. Or besides that, since I've already graduated at the bachelor, I mean from the bachelor program, and have the bachelor degree, I'm okay. No need to go follow with study, especially for females. Sometimes the female can say that and you are female who came from that direction and then excel to that level. So what could be some of your future goal when it comes to maybe extending or expanding your academic horizon to another level? And what's a new plan do you have, maybe to encourage other people to follow suit? Can you speak to that to us? Then you can make it as your parting comment before we can go.
Yeah. Actually, I don't plan on stopping at BSc level. Liberia, right now, we the Liberians, we are competitive people. I think you can even attest to that. We want to so many Liberians right now have BSc, whether it's male or female. Majority of us have BSc. So I actually don't plan on stopping at a BSc level. And I actually do not also plan to only study development studies. I did architecture in Liberia at the AA level. So one of the major sure is to get a master degree in environmental science. What you did as a BSc, I want to get a master in that. And at least because actually drawing, house plan, and stuff like that is actually my hobby and stuff and stuff that I actually want to do. So I want to further my study in architecture. I want to at least get a BSc in architecture where I could have my own projects, do plans for people while I'm also impacting to Liberia differently. So yeah, that's my plan.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Our astute academician, we actually appreciate you tonight, and we appreciate and for honoring our invitation to appear on Screen Vision. Guys, before our guests go, guys, please make your parting comment, and maybe if you would like to maybe tell us certain thing, or maybe give out certain information that is necessary to the public, you can actually say it while we are trying to wrap up to go. Let's start with Victor.
Yeah, so quickly, once again, I want to appreciate our guest tonight. I personally, from the show, I have learned a lot. Yeah, because I have a lot of challenges too in my study from the beginning, adapting to the system, coming as a first class too. Yeah, so actually it is not easy, but if I will continue my study at the master level, what all she have taught tonight, I would really, really take that into consideration. Putting in time, adapting to seeing challenges as an opportunity. Yeah, so tonight is actually wonderful, and I am blessed to listen to her voice of wisdom, and I have learned a lot. So quickly for my parting comments, I want to encourage all of us, as our guests have said it all. There's nothing too difficult that you cannot learn. Yeah. Whatever you see someone doing, the difference between the lecturer, that master Kennedy, or that doctor, uh, the difference between them and us is just the time the time they took to have acquired that degree, and you haven't taken that time. So once you embrace challenges and put in time, you can overcome that challenges. You should have that growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. Because if you have a fixed mindset, you have that fixed mindset that they post by again pass, are just doing so. The fear, like when we go to Mr. Bati, that the fear can make students not to study, because we already get a mindset that Bati can teach, Bati courses are hard. The man teaching statistics, he teaching general mathematics. As soon as you hear that name, I'm not good at math. You are already defeated yourself. So it start with the mind. Yeah. So if you have the growth mindset, you can say no. They think if Bati can teach it, Bati was once a student. If he can teach it myself, I can learn it. I be like him, or even I be more than him. Yeah, so we all should have that growth mindset. Thank you. Thanks to everyone, and thanks to our guests for tonight. I have learned a lot. Thanks.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you very much, Victor Mame. Before Comrade Bala can come in, your sister says so you can cook now. So you should take that into
Yeah,
consideration.
yeah.
So meaning
Wait,
you get cook.
wait,
So
yeah,
Comrade Bala,
they
we are
don't get
about to,
problem.
before
Oh,
Comrade
so
Bala go, Comrade Bala, before you go,
mhm.
please pin this last comment from Frederick. We need to prioritize Frederick actually. Please pin the last comment. We that hear from him for the last time. Yeah, before you can come in. Okay, Frederick Dennis says, what particular tactics can teachers and educational institutions use to help students from different cultural backgrounds develop a growth mindset? That's a question coming to you. I think a question coming to the madam, but the madam, I think the madam answer the question
You
because
don't
she
have
has
time
already,
now, no.
yeah, she had
Mm.
already spoken everything. And how might these tactics lessen the difficulties they might have adjusted to new learning setting? Okay, I think she spoke about this. She spoke about this virtually. We actually appreciate your comment tonight. She spoke about this. So not Fedri, but Kumebala, we are back to you. Your parting comment.
Yeah, so thank you, and let me say thanks to the guests for honoring our invitation. This is what we do here at Screen Vision. Like I usually say, you bring your vision and we will screen your vision. So for those of you who are watching, I hope you learn a lot. And then we ourselves sit on the platform tonight. We are learning a lot from like the comrade said. And if I may, give some piece of advice, hope that you also in for a PhD. And then for you to, I know you got a passion in pursuing your career in is that drawing, you want to get a horse plan, but at least maybe
Architecture.
if you get the architecture, so let's try to get a PhD. I'm saying this because there are more Liberians here. Most of them discuss with a lot of people when it comes to PhD. People don't want to talk about PhD. Let me just call you Piggy, my little brother. He said, my papa got one master. So for me, I'll get two master, I'll be ahead of him small. So I said, look at her age. Why you can talk about going for PhD? We need more PhD in Liberia because
And just
the
4 years.
university.
Just four
Yeah, yeah,
years.
yeah, we need more PhD in Liberia. So for me, if you get a master, then for you to go back to go for another years, get your architecture stuff, in for a PhD like your PhD, or female, yeah, let's go back Liberia. Even if you'll be working, at least you can be lecturing in a smaller university. Because the reason why people say, oh, we don't have much PhD in Liberia, though, when it comes to even the female, though we have some, but it's not like a way just common in Liberia. And let's say in Rwanda, yeah, you buy around see PhD, it's not like that in Liberia. So we outside here, we need to put our time, yo, you come first class. If you go for master, you come first class. Go for PhD again. I think it will be a good thing for Liberia. Yeah, and I hope to see one of these days you are serving as president for the University of Liberia. You know, at least giving your input, giving back to the country. We really appreciate that. So I want to encourage you. Your mom is watching. I hope that she encouraged you to go for the master and then go for PhD. Don't let nobody tell you the master is not okay for you. Like your level of understanding, you need to have a PhD at least so that we can go somewhere. Thank you so much. And we hope to have you on board next time begin to discuss some topic. We always come on your door. Yeah, we knock your door. They always come to discuss some important issues. Thank you.
Okay, Tata Bala, thank you very much for your parting comment. I just want to take this opportunity to encourage all our parents back home, and particularly to appreciate Mana Williams for sending Prudent here and then guiding her in everything, and she was able to get this opportunity to excel to this level as a first class graduate. And we want to encourage all our parents back home, our sponsors. Please put in time. Please don't feel deterred. Don't feel that the children are wasting the money. Let's keep encouraging them and then putting in time for them and send the resources. Let them be able to go to school. One in Liberia who's struggling, who trying, who making our way forward, but there have been challenging conditions along the way. So let everyone just put in time for them. It's not easy. Liberia lacks many things. So if the young stuff that come in, they can be educated and they come and say, let's go for PhD, let's go for PhD. You get more than 50 or 100 PhD degree holder wasting in Liberia. Their expertise, the way they think about things, Liberia, the entire environment will change. the entire environment will change. Because when the mindset is built, when the mind is built, development comes about. You know, people start avoiding some of those behavior that are not necessary in the society. So it's necessary that we put in time for education and see how best we can contribute to our country immensely for the success of ourselves. Thank you very much, everyone, for following, and thanks to our guest tonight for honoring our invitation. Like Comrade said, we are here, and then we will sometimes invite you to come and talk to us. This is Stream Vision, and we are available to discuss issues concerning education, development, the environment, everything. Like we have introduced another new program on the show, environmental talk that will always be on Wednesday at time like this Wednesday. So sometimes you trying to get interested in going in a field of environment, you can kind of be listening sometimes. Sometimes you can even we'll talk behind the scene. Maybe you might be our might be on poster on Street Vision, something like that. We are thinking about it. We'll talk behind the scene. So we actually appreciate you, and we actually appreciate everyone for your time. And we see another time. We see on Sunday, and we see on Wednesday for our normal
Okay.
program and the talk.
It is,
Thank you
folks.
very much. So bye bye. We see you another time.
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let us unite. Come, mamas, come and save your child. Baby Earth is reeling and wailing and needs your tender embrace. Mothers of the universe, Mother Nature's guides, ooh, come save your child. Come save your child. I said come sisters, come and take back your child. This crazy world is breaking and burning and needs your strength right away. Mothers of the universe, Mother Nature's guides, ooh, take back your child. Take back your child.